In this video, I want to talk more, even on a smaller level. I've explained on the quantum physics level, which is on a larger cosmic level. I'll talk about atomic level. So, like I mentioned yesterday, an atom has a stable core, a stable nucleus. Everything is doing its job, inherently stable, it's doing its job, it's balanced, and it is going by the flow of the nature. And it's going. Then, let's say it maintains its balance and harmony at the highest level. So we were shown there are many levels in which the electrons would jump up and down, right? And why electrons? You see, there is a stable atom, and then there are electrons perfectly in harmony, vibrating at whichever level they are, and all the other atomic particles, not just electrons. From the highest level, for something to have fallen down means it has fallen down, which means it has lost its energy. It has lost its energy. In the process, it released electrons. That's why negative. Because see, for something higher to have fallen down means it has come to a level that is negative. So inherently there is a release of negativity when something comes down from its higher state, higher or highest state, for it to jump or fall to a lower level. And this will only happen either something is inherently not stable, something has inherently disturbed the balance so severely, which is extremely rare or almost impossible. It has to come from the outside. So something has to hit it so strongly, powerfully, energetically, that the stable, perfectly functioning natural being has fallen down. In the process has released energy. It has to lose energy to come down. It has to gain energy to build and go up. It has to lose energy to come from higher to lower level. So it has lost energy. And since it's a loss, it's a negative energy. So they feed off. These scavengers, these sewer level spirits feed off of it because it's a negative energy. Because it's a lost, non-functional waste of energy. And the thing is, it's easy to, again, like I mentioned, easy to fall from wave. Easy in the sense, much easier to break things down than build things up. That's why all these broken as spirits do the broken things. Building up is more valuable, but it requires time, effort, energy, and all that inherent things that has to come from within. They don't have it. So when the scavengers want to feed on lost energy, waste energy, negative energy, they don't want to build, they would rather break it down. So as a wave has to collapse into particles and lose energy, lose its stature, lose its fullness and wholeness, and have lost something, again it has to work so hard to build it up, to fill it back. Whatever gap was created in the energy, in the stature, in whatever, has to be built back. Takes a lot of effort, especially when everything around you is busy trying to break it down further, or whatever little you still have. You build up a little, they break down. You build up a little, they break down. Whatever little it's coming up, you see. So that's all negativity. And for the same electron to go back to its stable highest state, it has to gain a lot of energy. And for it to gain means it has to build it from within. See, breaking down is done relatively much easier compared to building up, because it can be caused from outside. Use enough destructive force for long enough and challenge enough and push enough and enough from the outside for it to fall down. But for it to build back up, baby, it has to come from within. So it will become your job to build all of it back all over again and to work extra hard to keep that stability so that you won't fall back again. Because again it has to be built back up, and in the process there is a wastage and lot of consequences that come with it, lot of more negativity, matter, energy, everything that's wasted. And with that the negative forces again manifest more negativity around. That's one thing. But the problem becomes bigger because now it will become your job to build it back up from within. Because nobody will build you up from outside. You see, when I kept saying it's inside job, you have to go within, you have to do it yourself, it's because of this. It's your inner self that was torn down, dismantled or broken down or disturbed, that it has lost a lot of energy in the process. That was done easily because it's from the outside and they want it. To build back is going to be your business only. From within. Build it all back enough that you send all these particles back to their stable state, to the highest state. Highest state is always the most stable, not the lower. Lower levels are always scrambling for energy, like them. They don't have it. Never have enough. Never. That's why they're vampires. They're not real. Because real beings can go and remain stable there. They will be able to do it. They will choose it, put in all the effort. I'm saying it is possible. I'm saying how many people will do it or not is not my concern. I'm saying it is possible because you have it in you. You're built that way. So building it back up and sending all these particles, pushing them back, raising them up to their highest level and say, stay there. don't fall back again, will be extremely personal, private job that you have to do on your own. It's your ass. So this, on an atomic level, this is how they destroy and collect energy and waste it and make it difficult for the particles to go back to their stable, highest, inherently stable, harmonious state where they are going with the flow of the nature. And if you are going with the flow of the nature, there is no need for negativity or destruction. That's also why when I mentioned yesterday, you remain at high level productivity with least matter produced, and that brings a lot of harmony and balance at a cosmic level, means this. Because you are generating something out of this inner stability from within, and you're going, which means you're at the highest state and you're nurturing and protecting and doing everything to keep it that way, and it goes with the flow of the nature. It's not going against it. It's going with the laws of the nature, flow of the universe, flow of the nature, which means it's doing it the right way. That's again why I kept mentioning the moral compass, the conscience, the inner ability to discriminate truth, hardcore, raw, unadulterated, unfiltered truth of both who you are and truth, speaking it, seeing it, okay? Truth of all of it. Okay, there won't be any room for lies or lower level stuff. So when you remain on that level and consistently be like that and build it and make sure all this remains in that harmony, stable state, where inherently it's easy to keep and maintain once you reach that state, because now you know how to maintain it and what to do, what not to do, and how it's working. And you go with the flow of the things. Things will work out naturally. You are in flow with God because you are doing it for right reasons: morality, conscience, inner purity, soul purity, cleanliness, and the pure consciousness and all that. And you have been raising above, cutting off all low-level negative stuff. And it's a daily process. It's an everyday process. And you keep reaching for higher states rather than lower state. And you keep increasing that ability to remain stable. When you keep raising, that inherent stability is going to come more easily, and it will be much easier to maintain, through which you produce, you are productive without having to waste energy, waste time, waste effort, and create a lot of matter in the process as a result. See? And that's where the harmony and balance comes into picture. So on an atomic level, this is what happens. When you're losing, it means it's negative. You raise up, you need a lot more positivity. It's not an equal give and take, you see. Negativity keeps accumulating. It's easier to break down, it's easier to throw things down, it's easier to destroy, it's easier to put down and all that. It's easy, but it's never worth it. Because it cannot build anything. It cannot produce anything of value. It's coming from a very rotten place, which means it will stay there until it grows, rises above, puts in the effort to do the right things. So literally it's busy creating matter, negativity. But to balance that matter, like I mentioned, you have to purge it, you have to balance it, you have to alchemize it, you have to work on it, you have to filter it, you have to do all this to make sure there is least matter and most productivity, which means you will require a lot more photonic energy, a lot more light, a lot more positivity to balance out whatever was lost through that negativity. A lot more. That's why it takes a lot of effort to bounce back and be there again and keep building up, especially when you are in the initial stages, still learning and growing on a small level. But it's the only way up. The only way out is up. Lighter and lighter consciousness, better and bigger and broader. Go look deep, looking deep, seeking truth, seeing it, seeking it, not denying it. Asking for it, talking about it, speaking about it, announcing it, putting it out there, not hiding, and all this. This is a light, whatever light does. Bring lightness to the heart, the conscience, the soul, the mind. Okay, the peace will automatically rise and all that. So this becomes light, and it requires a lot of light to balance out that whatever negativity is around. It's not an equal. When it's breakdown, the negativity is a lot more. So in order for it to be balanced with light, it's not just balance and raising above. So it takes a lot more positivity to raise above that and to filter off and balance it off and raise above it and not create matter in the process, not as much matter. Yeah. So this is what happens on an atomic level. So they are targeting you so that you will lose energy. And you need energy to build yourself up and keep building yourself up and moving up, lighter and bigger and better and deeper and sharper and wider. Expansive, not restrictive. You've risen above. Expansive. That's where it can expand from a place of productivity, which means a place of harmony, natural flow of things, following the laws of the nature, laws of the universe, laws of the spirit, laws of the physical, everything. That's where true freedom comes. True freedom is when you're going with the nature, with the laws, not against it, breaking it and spoiling the natural way of things. It's for damage. Only you're doing it only for damage. You will never be able to build anything of value by going against the law. No. Whatever law it is, universal, spiritual, energetic, physical. So that productivity can happen, which means the balance and harmony is there, the building up is there, the stability and foundation is there, and it is firm enough that you can build from there. And for that you have to be in the highest state. For as much building as possible, you have to be in as much higher level as possible, and to maintain and be there. And that place, it's not worth losing anything, because you understood that it's not bringing anything of value anyways. It's only about building up. It's only about preserving and keeping that energy and rising and above, and don't give a damn about what happens outside, because you don't have to lose it. Lose and build up. No need any of that. You've already been at that level where you've learned how to build up, and your focus is on building up, because that energy is yours and it matters to you. It's valuable, it's worthy, it's used for your life, your advancement, which is your right, your birthright. So losing was never an option. That is why they have to do it underhandedly and destructive, forceful, aggressive, violent, disrespectful ways, immoral ways, because nobody in their right minds would not give it away what's rightfully theirs at the cost of themselves. No. So the focus should always be on building up, building up, building up as much, and losing the least as least as possible. Now, you will know as you go with the growth process, as you keep growing, keep growing. I'm speaking from the highest level. So whatever is related to you, you will be able to understand from your own path, your own journey, your own soul level and lessons and everything. But the goal should always be about going up and rising above. And there is nothing beneath that, that's for sure. There is nothing of value beneath that. So it should be about having that energy, keeping it, preserving it, nurturing it, and you keep flourishing it and building something from it, rather than wasting it or losing it on something trivial, unworthy, irrelevant, and it is not of any use to you. It's not helping you build anything. You'll be able to see it clearly. Because what's building is from within, what's destroying is coming from outside. So it's pretty clear. So you go with accordingly. Whatever incident it is, whatever events are there, whatever energies are around, you will be able to see it, and from that place you will be able to keep building, preserving, keeping those, in the balance, that harmony, and preserving it, nurturing it, because you built it, you know it, you know what it takes to be there, you know what it took to be there, what value it adds, how much effort it took, okay, how much energy is required. So you stay there and you keep the external things outside, because all it is trying to do is take a piece of pie from you. Then they will keep you busy building up, and they will keep obstructing the process of building up again. You see, all they want is that opposite of exactly what you want. And you can do it from within. The power is within. One good news about all this is, the building up process is your responsibility. It's in your control. It's your power. All you have to do is keep choosing that growth every day, in every situation, every event, every second of your day, consciously. And and be aware of what's trying to take away what's yours, and keep it away, and learn to keep on upping your boundaries and doing whatever it is necessary to do, because all it wants is to take, and all you can give is of value is from within. You built it already, so you know its value, you know the sweetness of that victory, and you keep keep going, paying least attention to things that are only there to break down or take away. You don't have to scramble. It's them that's scrambling. And you don't have to give it, because it's yours. Because you built it. You have to take blood, sweat and tears, time, energy, effort, and give up on things that are not of good value. Okay, keep on every day eliminating things that are not of value to you, to reach there, to go there, to keep going there. It's an everyday, every second process. It's a conscious building process. So you know its value. You keep it that way, and you are aware but not paying attention to whatever it is that's just there to take, break down, because it wants that wasted energy. Why waste it on something knowing fully well you worked so hard to build it up in the first place, all within you? So this is what happens on a atomic level, and this is how they steal energy and ruin things for others. Keep rising, keep growing, and keep your eyes on the prize, that highest, harmonious, stable place that goes with the laws of the nature, not against. In every way. That's true harmony, that's true peace. because you're doing everything right. So make it the goal.